Hello beautiful people, welcome back to our channel. For a very long while now, ever since the detention of Nnamdi Kanu, the indigenous people of Biafra all over the world, from Kenya to China to London, Dublin, Germany, they've always been going around insisting, going to the Kenyan embassy, British embassy, to register their displeasure over the role Kenya played in the repatriation of their leader or the rearrest, whichever one you're comfortable with. But right now, Nnamdi Kanu have decided to do the needful once and for all. Quite a good one, if you ask me. But before we go into the newspaper to find out what exactly Nnamdi Kanu's legal team and him as well are trying to do, like and subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button beside it to see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, has sued Kenya over his extradition to Nigeria finally. The pro-Biafran activist brother Kingsley Konuata sued on his behalf, according to court papers obtained by our correspondent. In his petition presented by Luchiri and company advocates, Kanu argued that his arrest in Kenya and subsequent extradition to Nigeria in June was unconstitutional. Those named as respondents are Kenya's Interior CS, that's Director of Immigration, another Director of Criminal Investigations, OCPD, Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, and the Attorney General. But these guys were actually claiming that they didn't even know anything about it. But let's continue with the news anyway. Nigerian officials on June 29 claimed Kanu was brought back to face trial after he jumped bail and went on the run in 2017. The petition revealed that Kanu was in Kenya to seek medical attention for a heart challenge and for indigenous people of Biafra related work. It further revealed that the agitator arrived at Jomo Kenyatta International Airport in May from Kigali, Rwanda, on an East African tourist visa. It further said that Kanu went to the airport on June 19 to pick someone but never returned to his residence, Purple House apartment on Kitale Lane. The subject is believed to have been apprehended at the airport on June 19, 2021 and unlawfully detained for several days, after which he was allegedly and illegally and stintedly extradited to Nigeria without his British passport in utter non-compliance with let-down processes of laws in Kenya, the petition added. While faulting Kanu's extradition to Nigeria, the petition said the subject, Kanu, is a British citizen resident in the United Kingdom. He formerly held Nigerian citizenship but renounced it in 2015. Consequently, his Nigerian passport was taken away from him by Nigerian authorities. It argued that Kanu's extradition from Nairobi to Abuja in June violated the Extradition, that's Contiguous and Foreign Countries Act, Chapter 76 of the laws of Kenya. Kanu, in the petition, asked the court to declare his extradition a violation of the fundamental rights and freedoms to equal protection of the law, human dignity, freedom and security, freedom of movement, fair administrative action, access to justice, the right to be represented in court, and a fair hearing as guaranteed in the Constitution of Kenya. He also sought an order for exemplary and punitive damages against the respondents on account of their gross violation of the subject's fundamental freedoms and rights as enumerated in the petition. He further requested a declaration that detaining the subject without justification and without informing him of the reasons for the detention, holding him incommunicado in deplorable and inhumane conditions, was a violation of rights protected by the Constitution. The court was also asked to issue an order compelling the respondent to furnish him with the designations and ranks of state officers, public officers, police officers, agencies and departments, institutions and organs of government involved in his extradition, which means they're actually writing to all of them. This is a serious one. Well, if you ask me, this is actually long in coming. Nigerians have been expecting that by now there should have been a case. I could still also remember at the beginning, a lot of Kenyans, especially those in the authority, position of authority, actually totally denied that they are even aware that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was in Kenya. Even some in the petition they wrote, they said they alleged that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came all the way from maybe Germany or maybe even UK to Kenya for a heart-related issue. Really? I'm just thinking, does it mean that British doesn't have one of the best hospitals, Germany? But does he have to move all the way from Europe down to Africa for a heart disease that would have easily been taken care of? That's one. And two, they agreed that he was actually en routing from Ethiopia, Sudan down to Kenya with a tourist visa, of which he actually came for related Biafra related issue. So many rumors here and there, but in all, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still in detention, and finally he has written to the Kenyan authority. I guess this is going to be an international dimension. If truly, which I think is not when, because there will be a documentation to show his flight, how he entered Kenya. So there's no denial there. So they said they're going to expunge it, which I don't think is going to happen, because all the receipts and the rest, the documentation will still be there to prove that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu genuinely, truly entered Kenya, and there were people who were involved that brought him out. It's going to be a different dimension. It's going to be an international circle here. And if I were those in Kenya or those government and authority, I would start fishing out those who did this so that they will answer to their name, not to the country's name here. Well, we're going to take cross section very quickly what Nigerians are saying concerning this. This one here is saying, Shebi Kenya, they denied that time that Kenyan country is too notorious. That Kenyan country is too notorious for this kind of show of shame. Like say, now only them, they Africa. Small Benin Republic here showed Nigeria what rule of law means. This one here said, let me laugh in Swahili. This one here said, are they not supposed to sanction them? Would do the diplomats from the country block trade agreement and introduce crippling sanctions against them? Who would do the sanctioning? Is it the federal government that actually even wants them to Kanu to be extradited? If there's anybody that will do the sanction, maybe it should be international courts, okay, that will look at it, from the light of the constitution and give out their judgment. I guess that is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's brother is not taking it to those courts to see how they can get a fair hearing. Because if you're thinking that the government of Nigeria is going to cripple the economy of Kenya for doing them a favor, then honestly you're actually dreaming. They will not do that, because that's exactly what they wanted and they got it. So if instead of even crippling the economy of Kenya, they will rather boost their economy, strengthen their diplomatic relationship, because they have finally bonded the way they wanted it to be done. I guess I will go wrap it up. A whole lot of Nigerians are talking. Let's put in a comment section, please. What's your take?